Hello, dear students. Very good morning to you all. In today's class, I teach you the second type of array, that is two-dimensional array. Till today, we studied about the one-dimensional array. As you know already, one-dimensional array helps us to store and process a linear list of data elements or sequential list of data elements. We looked at the definition, what is 1D array we studied, how to declare, how to initialize, compile time, run time. We studied many programming examples also. In today's class, I start the second type of array, that is two-dimensional array. First of all, we need to know what is 2D array. Why do we need 2D array? Why do we need 2D array, do you know? Very simple answer is there for this question. What is that, do you know? Someone will tell you that, do you know 2D array in C language? Suppose your answer is yes. Then that person may tell you, can you store this table of values in memory? How do you store this table of values in computer's memory? That is the question from that guy to your side. Then what is the answer from your side? How do you store this table of values? Look at this table of values. One thing you can see here, what is that, do you know? All the values are of the same type. All values are of the type integer only. This is what we call table of values. You can see in this table of values, 3 rows we have and 4 columns we have. Then how do you store these values in computer's memory? Then we need 2D array. I hope you understood. Why do we need 2D array? To store table of values of similar type. All are of similar type only, not dissimilar. If all are of dissimilar, then we prefer structure. Structure is user defined data type, user created data type. But array is not user created data type. Array is derived data type. Array is the example for derived. We use int, float, char, double, then we define array, no? That's why array is called as derived data type. Structure is user defined data type. That one we learn in the forthcoming classes. No need to worry about that one. I hope you have understood. Why do we need 2D array? To store and process table of values of similar type. I hope you understood. I give one more example. Someone will tell you that, can you store these values? Can you store these values in memory? This is also a table. In this table we have 4 rows and 2 columns. One more thing you can see in this table. What is that, do you know? All the values are of the type float only. That means you can use 2D array to store these values. See one more example. See third example. Someone will tell you, can you store these 3 names, Amar, Akbar, Anthony? All these are characters. First row will have Amar. Second row of a table will have Akbar. Third row of a table will have Anthony. This is what we call table of values. Of which type? Character type. Just only we discussed regarding why do we need a 2D array. One simple answer is there for this question. What is that, do you know? Why do we need 2D array? Let us answer this question. To store, not only to store, as well as to process. What? Table of values or data elements of the similar type, not dissimilar, in computer's memory. At that time or in that situation, the programmers will make the use of 2D array. I hope now you have the answer to this question. Now can you tell me how do you store these values? To store the above table of data elements, we define one 2D array of the type integer. Int a of 3 by 4. 3 rows, 4 columns. We need how many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 4 columns. Row 0, row 1, row 2, column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3. That means what is 2D array? What is 2D array? Do you know? Two-dimensional array can be defined as a table of data elements. Yeah, it is true. 2D array can be defined as a table of data elements of the similar type stored in computer's continuous memory. To show you, we draw a table like this. In reality, in computer's memory, continuously that will be stored. Means first 1, 2, 3, first these 4 will be stored, in front of that one only next 4, in front of that one only next 4. Means in computer's memory sequentially it stores. Only to store and access we use row index and column index. No problem, we'll come to know afterwards. Two-dimensional array can be defined as a table of data elements of the similar type stored in computer's continuous memory, but with a common name. What is the common name to all the memories? A. And what is the name of first one? A of 0, 0. A of 0, 0. A of 0, 0. That is the name of this A of 0th row, first column. That is the name of this cell. Then A of 0th row, next second column. This is the name of this cell. Then A of 0th row, third column. Means in order to access the value, we use row index as well as column index. Row index starts from 0 and ends with row size -1. Column index starts from 0, ends with column size -1. That is what 2D array. 2D array can be defined as a table of data elements of the similar type stored in computer's continuous memory with a common name but with two different index. First index starts from 0 and ends with row size -1. Column starts from 0 and ends with column size -1. I hope you have understood. Now I give you some more examples so that you can understand. See here, just I allocated the memory here, int A of 3 by 4. I have defined the array. I have declared the array. Memory is allocated. Values are not stored. And how to store the values? We use initialization. As we know already, initialization means assigning the initial values. Now I would like to store these values in memory 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 15, 25, 35, 45. Then what I do? Int A of 3 by 4, 3 rows, 4 columns. First set of values, comma, second set of values, comma, third set of values, no comma, started, ended, semicolon. This is what initialization. We allocated the memory, we stored the values. I hope you understood. Where the 10 will be stored? A of 0, 0, A of 0, 1, A of 0, 2, A of 0, 3, A of 1, 0, A of 1, 1, A of 1, 2, A of 1, 3, A of 2, 0, A of 2, 1, A of 2, 2, A of 2, 3. This is what we call compile time initialization. We know the values we stored. You can type like this in program, or you can type in a single line also. First set of values, comma, second set of values, comma, third set of values, no comma, and semicolon. In this way you can type in program, or in this way. Both are valid. Or you can type continuously without the set inside the flower bracket like this. This is also valid. How many ways are there? First, second, third. Whichever is the comfort for you, that way you can use while writing the programs. I hope you have understood. This is what we call compile time initialization. Sometimes runtime. Runtime means we don't know the values. We read and store. I defined the array int A of 3 rows, 4 columns. We allocated the memory. We have not stored any values, but I read and I store. How do you read and store? Do you know? I go for loop. Outer for loop works for row times. Second one works for column times. See here. How many rows? 3 rows. That's why I have taken I less than 3. How many columns? 4 columns. That's why I have taken j less than 4. Already we studied nested loop. To do the repetitive work repeatedly, we use nested loops. I explain you slowly so that you can understand. Outer loop. First time 0. 0 less than 3, yes. 1 less than 3, yes. 2 less than 3, yes. 3 less than 3, no. Outer loop will give us 0, 1, 2. Inner loop, see here. 0 less than 4, yes. 1, yes. 2, yes. 3, yes. Means first time it gives me 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. I will be 0. 0, I0, J0, I0, J0, I0, J1, I0, J2, I0, J3. Means what is happening? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. Whatever the values you enter, those will be stored in first row. Then I becomes 1. 1 will be combined with 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. 60, 70, 80, 90. Next 20, 21, 22, 23. Third values are stored. This is what we call runtime initialization. Now only one statement belongs to inner. Only this belongs to the outer. That's why flower bucket I have not used. You can use flower buckets also. See here, outer loop started, outer loop completed, inner loop started, inner loop completed. Like this also you can write. In this way you can write, or in this way you can write. Both are valid. Okay, both are valid. In this way you can write in lab, or in this way you can write in lab. But you need to know both the methods. Whichever is the easier for you, that one you can use in exam or on paper. I hope you have understood. In the next video I explain you this flow type of example and the character type of example. Okay, just revise whatever I taught in my today's class. In today's class I taught you what is 2D array. 2D array helps us to store table of data elements of the similar type. Look at the first example. To store these values in T of 3 rows 4 columns, just we have allocated the memory, we have not stored the values. But see what is the answer for this question. Like this we have to write. See the second example. This is what we call declaration. We have allocated the memory, we have not stored values. But here we are trying to store the values. Compile time initialization in this way or second way or third way. In exam, draw the diagrams and write neatly like this. If you do so now, evaluator will be happier, because of which you get very good marks in examination. This is what compile time. This is what run time. Run time means what? We don't know the values. We read from the uses of our program by using input functions. Just we are using the I for row index, J for column index. Outer loop is for row indices. Inner loop is for column indices we use. I hope you understood. In the next video I give you 2 more examples. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care. If you have any doubts, please ask me questions. Thank you. Take care.